For Homer Center, number 12, Matt Warholic. Number 13, Ed Kalchuk. Number 20, Tom Smith. Number 72, Scott Galinsky. And number 77, Vince McClure. The captains of the Bobcats are number 3, John Dunlap. Number 88, Jimmy Ricchini. The officials for tonight's ballgame are from the Northern Cambria chapter. The referee is Father James Conrad. The head linesman is Al Wilmer. The umpire is John Jubis. The back judge is Charles Terry. And the field judge is Larry Hood. We'll be back with the results of the coin toss and the kickoff after this message.
Blairsville won the toss.
Who did?
Blairsville.
Blairsville won the toss and the left to receive.
At defensive end, Doug Pickard and Joey Kalafsky. Defensive tackles are Ray Sobolski and Vince Sleesman. The middle guard is Joe Gibson. The linebackers are Dunlap, Jimmy Lucas, and Sean Bence. And the defensive backs are Pat Mann, Joe Sleesman, and Dave Cavanaugh. McEnany will kick off for Homer Center, and it's just short. Bounces once, and Cavanaugh takes it on the 20-yard line and breaks up the middle. Gets back about 16 yards up the middle, where he's stopped by number 10, Matt Miller. So the Bobcats take over, 1st and 10. Opening minutes of the first quarter, the Homer Center Wildcats against the Blairsville Bobcats. Big rivalries down through the year. The ball spotted at the Blairsville 36-yard line, 1st and 10. Full house backfield.
Sean Benson in the backfield.
Sean Benson in the backfield.
And Pickard. Surely
along with Pickard. Trick play. And we have a give to John Dunlap over right tackle. And short yardage.
Jim Bence on the stop.
Bence on the tackle. Short gain. And we have a little trickery up our sleeves already, Hawk.
Yeah, Rex, and it looks like the Wildcat defense is geared to stop the run. That time they were in a 5-4 defense, but the two safety men are in a stack formation, so it appears to be a 5-5-1-1. So they're telling the Bobcats, throw the ball if you can.
Okay, and the second play from scrimmage, 2nd and 8, is there's a penalty flag on the play, and the officials have the Bobcats penalized for illegal motion. That'll take the ball back 5 yards, and it will be 2nd down and 13 back at 33.
Rex, that's a surprising choice of defenses whenever you consider the strong passing attack of the Bobcats.
It's something different, a different wrinkle for the Wildcats on defense, and as they line up again with Chinese bandit type defense. Sherwood fades left. He looks. He fires. He has a man open, and it's caught. Cavanaugh jumped, got the ball before it could go over the sideline, come down with it for about a 11-yard gain. It'll be short of the first down mark. Stayed in bounds, and it'll be 3rd and 2. At the Bobcat 44-yard line.
It didn't take Coach Brassetti long to recognize the weakness of that defense, Rex. It put it right up in the air for an empty game.
3rd and short. Kenny Shirley, high formation. Silko, Dunlap in the backfield. Hand off to Dunlap, tries the right side, gets the first down. Picks up about 4 yards. Good enough for the first down for the Bobcats. Tackled by Jared Blacker. On the 4-yard pickup, a 1st and 10, Bobcat ball on their own 47-yard line.
Excellent blocking that time by Ray Sapolsky and Doug Pickard, the right side of the Bobcat offensive line.
1st and 10. Again, high formation. Shirley Barton signals. Checks off. Calls a signal. Drops. He looks. He fires. He got a man open. It is complete. Dave Cavanaugh close to first down yardage. Cavanaugh with his 2nd reception, and we're just a minute and a half into the ballgame.
Rex, the Wildcats are mixing up their defenses. We saw the 5-4 5-4. We saw the 5-3, and that time they were set in a 4-4 formation.
Tackle was made by Ciani, but not till after a 9-yard gain on the Shirley to Kavanaugh connection. 2nd and 1 at the Wildcat 44-yard line. Shirley, strong formation left. Pitch left. Dunlap tries to get outside, breaks a tackle, breaks another, gets the first down.
Miller.
Stopped by Miller.
Miller and Benz.
Along with Bentz. Gain of 4 and a first down. 1st and 10 at the Homer Center 41-yard line.
Rex, the Bobcats are off to a good start. They picked up their second first down now, and they seem to have some momentum and continuity going.
Opening drive of the ball game. Bobcats received the kickoff, and they're marching with 9:12 left in the first quarter. No score. Handoff to Dunlap. Dunlap over the right side. Gets into the secondary and gets about 5 yards. And Hawk, it looks like the right side of that Bobcat line is just pushing Homer Center backwards.
Smith on the stop.
Yes, in addition to that, John Dunlap is doing a good job of running. He's keeping those feet moving, and he's bouncing to the outside. Pretty soon, he's going to bust one to the outside and maybe go the whole way.
Good hard running, John Dunlap gets the 5-yard pickup, and then 2nd down and 5 at the Homer Center 36. Man in motion, right. Fumble. Shirley falls on the football. And we've seen that a number of times in the last few ball games after going the first 4 games without a fumbled snap. Danny Shirley having a little trouble. Maybe it's the colder weather, Hawk.
Yes, it could be, Rex. Plus, every game is more important.
So we have a no gain on the play. 3rd down, 5 at the 36. And we need to pick up the first down, keep the drive alive. We have Silko, the lone back in the backfield. We have Dunlap at a wing back right, and wide receivers split both sides. Pitch to Silko on the right side. We have a good block by Dunlap. He breaks.
There he goes! There he goes!
And he's going. He's going to make it all the way to the end zone. Johnny Silko from 36 yards out with a Bobcat touchdown. Hawk, a beautiful run by Johnny Silko.
Yes, it was. He dodged the tackler along the right side of the line of scrimmage, and there was nobody between him and the goal line.
So we have Johnny Silko breaking into the scoring column for the Bobcats.
64 yards in 8 plays.
It's a 64-yard drive in 8 plays.
First down.
And topped by Johnny Silko's 36-yard touchdown run to make the score 6-0. It's 7:41 left in the first quarter. John Dunlap will attempt to kick the extra point. The ball is down. It's up. And it is good. So Johnny Silko gets on the board first for the Bobcats from 36 yards out. Tom Smith is the deep man for Homer Center.
Rex, if the Wildcats came to Blairsville with the hopes of upsetting the powerful Bobcats, that score right there has to be a crippling blow to their chances.
And that kicks it off, and it's a good one. It's deep. Smith takes it to 10. Takes it up the middle. Breaks to the outside. He has open field in front of him. He's got the left sideline, and finally John Dunlap and Doug Pickard drive him out, but not till after a nice return by Tom Smith.
47-yard line.
The ball is marked at the Homer Center 47-yard line, where it'll be 1st and 10, and the Bobcat coverage team having problems. Hopefully they'll get that ironed out before the next one.
Yeah, that was another kickoff breakdown, Rex. The players are not staying in their lanes long enough. That time it appeared as if they converged to the ball too soon.
Kalchuk over center. He ends up the middle, and a short gain on the play. Santos, the fullback, on the carry up the middle, and he gets 3 yards.
Lucas on the stop.
Jimmy Lucas, the middle linebacker, who had a beautiful outing last week against Marion Center. He's coming on strong at that middle linebacker position, Hawk. It's a new position for him this year, but he's doing the job.
Yeah, Jimmy is gritty and he's quick. He has a nose for the football.
2nd down, 7.
Now they shift.
Now Homer Center shifts wishbone type of formation. And the handoff is to the second man throw. Smith on the carry, and Lucas and Sleesman, Vince Sleesman on the stop for a gain of about 2. And it'll be 3rd down, 5 in Bobcat territory at the 48-yard line.
Rex, that time the Bobcats were stacked over their left tackle, and Johnny Silko shot the gap and almost caught the ball carrier for a 3-yard loss.
So we have 3rd down, 5. Again, wishbone formation. Wide receiver split right. Kalchik barks the signal. He has a man in motion. Smith in motion, and he pitched left. And it's Santos on the carry. Shorter 1st down yardage. Pick up of about 4 yards. Lucas again on the stop, along with Sean Bentz. And the spot will give the Homer Center Wildcats a 4th down. And about 2 at the 44-yard line. So, possibility they could go for it here, 4th and 2, but looks like they're lining up in punt formation. Gerhardt in punt formation for the Wildcats, and it's a fake. It's fake, and he's running right, and Pickard's in chase, and it's going to be close.
Very close. Pickard
got him outside, got him out of bounds along the right sideline, and we'll see where they mark it. Warholic on the fake, tried the right side, and the sticks are going to have to be brought up across the field for the measurement. So we'll pause for this commercial message. Campbell, it didn't pay off for the Wildcats, and Blairsville will take over 1st and 10 at the Blairsville 43-yard line. So Hawk, the gamble backfired.
I think you have to question the wisdom of that call, Rex. Early in the game, you're only down 7-0, and you're faking a punt already.
Shirley, back to pass. He's being rushed. He steps out of the pocket, finds a man. Pat Meehan comes back, makes the catch, breaks the tackle up the right sideline, and good gain on the play. Arone on the stop, and it's a pickup of about 7 or 8 yards, whichever spot. And a nice comeback pass pattern.
An excellent move by Pat Meehan. Pat did what all good receivers have to do. He saw that his quarterback was in trouble, and he came back to the ball, made the reception, and picked up about 8 yards.
So we have a 2nd down and 2 in Homer Center territory at the 48-yard line. I formation, Shirley barking signals.
Out of the eye set. Meehan comes in.
Meehan in motion left, and a pitch left to John Dunlap. He breaks the tackle, gets the 1st down, and a gain of about 7 yards for John Dunlap. Hard running Jared Malacker on the tackle, but Dunlap gets the Bobcat 1st down. It's 1st and 10 at the Homer Center 42-yard line.
Rex, it seems like the wide stuff is open because the Homer City linebackers are shooting from the inside, but that leaves them vulnerable to the outside.
Now we have receiver split wide right, wide side of the field. Hand off to Dunlap inside, breaks the tackle, he's going to go. He breaks another one, breaks into the secondary, and a nice gainer by Johnny Dunlap. Warholic finally on the stop, and that misdirection play fooled him up.
Yes, and it was good blocking that time by left tackle Bob Anthony and left guard Sean Bentz. And an excellent run by John Dunlap, who did a 360 to avoid a tackle and picked up about 20 yards.
And the gain is officially 15 yards, and it'll be 1st and 10. Bobcat ball at the Homer Center 28.
The Cats are reeling. They're dazed. The Bobcats are in an ideal position to put another score on the board.
And they're tripped to the right. Single man and in motion is Silko. Nobody in the backfield but Shirley. He fires to, it's a lateral, and Silko drops on it. The referee signaled incomplete pass, but it was a questionable call. They've ruled incomplete, but that looked like a backward pass to me.
Yes, it was close enough to be called a lateral. Unfortunately for the Bobcats, the ball was dropped. Had the ball been caught, that could have picked up a first down.
Okay, so on the incomplete pass, second down, 10. And we'll see what other offensive formations offensive coordinator Greg Machete comes up with. Now we're in a straight I formation with receivers split wide right. Shirley pitches right. Dunlap gets to the outside, cuts it back, and he stopped after about a 4 or 5 yard pickup.
Smith on the stop.
By Smith. And we're trying the outside against this home center Wildcat defense, Hawk.
Yes, Rex, there's no penetration. There's nobody containing and forcing the play back to the inside. There are just no white shirts there, and the Bobcats are picking up at least 5 every time they go to the outside.
Okay, so we're on third down. 6 on the center, 24 yard. Wide side of the field left, we have receivers split wide right. I formation. Zilko and Dunlap behind Shirley. Shirley hands off to Dunlap. He runs hard inside the 20 down to about the 19. And I think it's going to be a little bit short of the sticks. And we'll have the decision to come up whether or not to go for it on this 4th down and 1 play from the 19.
Well, I'm sure the Bobcats are going to go for it. They're in 4 down territory. They're ahead 7-0 early in the first quarter.
A run on the stop. And the Bobcats have a 4th and 1 at the 19. And they're lining up to go for it. Wide receivers left. Shirley Bark signals. He calls Dunlap's number. Dunlap smacked for a loss on the play, and they're not going to make it. A nice tackle by the blitzing linebacker. Arone made the stop, and for one of the few times this year, we've seen the Bobcats and John Dunlap in particular stop short on a 4th down and short yardage play.
That was a crunching tackle, Rex, and that's something that the Wildcats desperately needed at this time in the game.
So the ball goes over to the Wildcats, 1st and 10, stopping the 4th down threat by the Bobcats. And we have a 1st and 10 at the 19. 2:54 left in the first quarter. Blairsville had 7-0. And there's a man getting outside for the Wildcats. Smith on the carry, gets around the left end. And Joey Sleesman up from the defensive back position makes the stop. A nice gain. And of 12 yards and a 1st down for the Wildcats. So we have
Wildcats have had some success going off left tackle. They've been picking up sizable yardage going in that direction. And it seems like the wishbone is giving the Bobcats some problems.
Okay, up band, fullback gets it on the carry. Sanis, short gain on the play. And Gibson, Joe Gibson on the stop along with Doug Picker. And Sanis was listed at fullback. But I'll bet he doesn't go 130 pounds soaking wet.
Yeah, but those guys up front go 200 plus.
So if you can find a crack, the little guy can go. And we remember him from the midget leagues, and he was a terror back in the midget leagues. So we have 2nd down 9. Wide receiver right. Kalchik barking signals. And a penalty flag. Delay of the game penalty against Homer Center. And we'll pause now for this commercial message.
That was a big play for Homer there.
Have 2 more yet this quarter.
One more score could have put him in a tank right there. Okay, babe, get out of here, will you?
Kochek, gonna run. He is hit, and down he goes.
About a 1 yard gain.
We're back.
Pulaski on the hit.
We have a Homer Center quarterback. Fades to the left and decides to keep it, gets around the left end, and after the penalty, picks up about 4 yards back to the original line of scrimmage. And it'll be 3rd and 10 for the Wildcats at their own 31-yard line.
Back at the 32, it's 3rd down and 10. Chris Jones is the wide out to the right. Here at Malacca, they threw him twice in key situations last time.
Quarterback rolls right on the
John Dunlap.
keeper. John Dunlap shoots the gap and stops the quarterback, Kalchek, for about a 1 yard, no gain on the play.
4th and 10.
And it'll be 4th down for the Wildcats on the tackle by John Dunlap, stopping this potential
Gerhardt's
Wildcat
punt.
drive. Gerhardt in punt formation with
Kavanaugh
and man for the Buckeyes. Good snap. The punt is a short one. Bounces once. Kavanaugh takes it, breaks a tackle, breaks it in the open, gets to the outside. Oh, but the man had him by the shirt sleeve, and we had those tearaway jerseys off. We might have spun. Waholic on the stop, 4 on the center.
Dave Kavanaugh is a game breaker, Rex. He can score a touchdown from anywhere on the field. He's got that kind of speed.
And Bobcat have been known all year for the big play offense. And right now we're 1st and 10. There's a ball at their own 45 with time running out in the first quarter.
Twins to the right and the eye set. 8 seconds to go in the quarter.
Receiver spin right. And Charlie's going to let the clock run out. So at the end of the first quarter, we have a score of Blairsville Bobcats 7. Take 2 commercials this time.
Rex, anytime.
Okay, this back. Start of the second quarter, Blairsville 7, Homer Center nothing. Shirley fades, rolls right, he throws, and it's going to be incomplete. He was rushed a little bit on that, and
Benz with the rush on.
Jim Benz from Homer Center put the rush on him. He may have made some contact with Danny just as he was releasing the ball.
That was a good fake by Danny. However, somebody missed an assignment on the far side, and Danny was hit just as he threw the ball.
So we have a 2nd down, 10. Wildcat ball at their own 45-yard line with a 7-0 lead on Link FM. Formation. Shirley pitches right. Dunlap has it. Cuts outside. Beats a man and gets about 5 yards.
Smith
and
on his
forced out of bounds by Tom Smith. After about a 5-yard pickup. We'll give him 4. And we'll have a 3rd down and 6 at the Bobcat 49-yard line.
First quarter yardage.
Rex, on that particular play, John Silko did a good job of screening off the linebacker, enabling John to pick up the short yardage that he did.
The Bobcats, the 3rd down.
For 47 yards.
And wide side of the field left, flanker left, man. Shirley, drop play to Dunlap, and it's open. He breaks into the secondary, breaks another tackle, and has the 1st down in Wildcat territory at the 39-yard line. And the 12-yard pickup finally brought down, John Dunlap on the run, finally brought down by Siani. And a big 1st down for the Bobcats at the 39-yard line.
Yeah, that time, Rex, the Bobcats caught the Wildcats in a blitz. Both of the inside linebackers blitzed to the outside of their respective tackles, and there was nobody to cover the draw.
So the draw play works for John Dunlap, and we have a 1st and 10. Shirley drops, looks, fires, hits the big tight end, Jimmy Ricchini, inbounds, and he steps out of bounds just short of the 1st down mark, but good for about an 8-yard pickup at the 30-yard line.
Jimmy did a good job of staying in bounds that time, Rex, and picked up a couple more yards.
Big tight ends, tough to bring down. And we have a 2nd down and 2 at the 30-yard line of the Wildcats. Wide receiver split left, wide side of the field left. Shirley Bart signals Silko in motion to the right. Shirley drops again, has a man wide open, and it's Ricchini, and it's intercepted. And finally, Warholic makes the interception on the tip pass and brings it back. So another Bobcat threat stopped by the intercepted pass. Warholic on the interception. Ricchini had it, and he was hit. The ball popped straight up in the air, and Moreland come over and made the stop, made the interception.
Rex, the Wildcat defense is coming up with the big play at the most opportune times for the Wildcats.
We have the Bobcats ahead in total yardage for the first quarter, 117 yards to Homer Center's 23, but just a 7-0 lead. Now, Couch hands off inside, not too much. Smith on the carry, Tom Smith, and Joey Vince Sleesman on the stop. Short gain of a yard, and the Wildcats are having trouble penetrating that fine Bobcat defensive line.
Rex, I can't understand it. They have the size and they have the experience, but the Homer City ground game just can't get on track this season.
Well, they've ranked last in the area in total offense, and they're showing that problem tonight. Couch rolls right, fires, hits the man wide open, and it's complete into the secondary. Siani on the recovery, or on the reception. And Joey Sleesman makes the tackle, but not till after a gain of about 22 yards and a first down. So it'll be 1st and 10. Wildcat ball on their own 37-yard line.
Siani was wide open, Rex, and you have to credit Kowchuk for a well-thrown ball while he was on the run.
Yes, Kowchuk can chuck it. And we have a wishbone formation. 1st and 10. Kowchuk barking signals. Hands off. Siani again on the carry. Jimmy Lucas on the stop. Gain of about 5. So Homer Center is moving the football somewhat sporadically, but they've shown a little bit of offensive punch.
On that particular play, Rex, that was a nice trap off left tackle and a nice 5-yard gain by the Wildcats.
So it'll be 2nd down at the Wildcat 41-yard line. Wishbone formation, handoff around the left end. Smith on the carry, gets a first down. Joey Sleesman finally on the stop. Kalofsky and Bentz helped out. And looks like maybe the defensive end got caught inside on that play.
Yeah, Joe was pounding the ground. I think it was Joe. I think he was out of position on that particular play, and he realized it.
So we have a first down. Homer Center ball. They're moving the football.
And the play happened right in front of Coach DeTore, and he told him about it too.
The ball is at the Homer Center 48-yard line. 1st and 10. Kowchuk, hands off. And Siani again. He's hit by John Bentz. But he twisted out of Bentz's tackle, fell forward for about 3 yards, and it'll be 2nd and 7 in Blairsville territory at the 48.
Rex, the Wildcats are starting to dent that Bobcat defense a little bit. Little nick here, little nick there, dent there, and they're moving the ball a little bit now and seem to be playing with a little bit more confidence than they were before.
We also want to mention our halftime guest will be Billy Thompson, former Blairsville Bobcat, and IUP. Siani tries the right side, and Pickard comes up from the linebacker. Check that defensive end position. Makes a stop for a loss on the play, helped out by John Dunlap.
Excellent defense that time, Rex. John Dunlap held his ground, forced the runner to the inside to slow down, and then the pursuit caught up with the runner, and there was a gang tackle there, and it was just a pretty play by the Bobcat defense.
So loss of 3, the 3rd down and 9, and we have a Homer Center.
3rd and 9.
It's 3rd down and 9. Homer City breaks from the huddle. They're in their familiar wishbone offense. Kowchuk throws complete for a first down. It's a pickup of about 12 yards. And the Wildcats are enjoying their first down on the Blairsville 37-yard line. The completion was to wide out Matt Gilchrist. I'd like to check that. I said wishbone, but that time the Wildcats were in a shotgun formation, and Kalchuk rifled the ball to the open receiver. And now the Wildcats are moving with a little bit more confidence and a little bit more daring.
Siani, up the middle. Nice gain on the play. John Dunlap on a stop. But a good gain of about 8 yards. And the Bobcats are moving the football. They have 2nd down and 2 at the Bobcat 29-yard line.
Siani with 24 yards on 5 carries.
Siani.
Rex, what's impressive about this drive is that the Wildcats are moving the ball not only on the ground but also through the air.
Okay, we have a quarterback keeper, Kalchuk up the middle, close to 1st down yardage, and that Homer Center offensive line is moving out the big boys of the Bobcats on the defensive line. He picked up the 2 yards and the 1st down on the keeper, and it's 1st and 10 Bobcat ball at the Bobcat 27-yard line. So the Wildcat offense, having trouble moving all year, is doing the job here in the 2nd quarter. Down 7-0 with 6:10 left in the 2nd quarter. And a 1st and 10. And we have an official timeout and equipment. And we'll pause for this commercial message.
Three S's in the backfield, Sanders, Smith, and Siani.
1st and 10. Wishbone formation. Kalchuk over center. Takes a snap. He drops. He looks. He fires. He has a man open, and it's caught. Good catch by Jared Malacker down inside the 5. There was double coverage on the play, but Kalchuk laid it in there nice, and Jared Malacker has the catch, and a 20-yard gain. 1st and goal to go at the 4. A nice play by the Wildcats, Huck.
Rex, that was a perfectly thrown ball. Malacker was right between 2 Bobcat defenders, stretched out, held onto the ball, and now the Wildcats are knocking on the touchdown door. They find themselves in a 1st and goal on about the 3-yard line.
Okay, 1st down on the 3, and handoff right, and he's met, stopped. Siani on the carry, tried inside, and was met. But a 2-yard pickup down to the 1-yard line. Bobby Anthony in there on the Bobcat goal line defense made the tackle. And we have a Blairsville timeout, and we'll pause for this. 1 at 84-yard march, and a quarterback keeper, and he didn't get in. On the Kalchuk on the keeper, tried the middle, and Joe Gibson and Bobby Anthony on the stop. No gain on the play, and it'll be 3rd down and inches. About 4 inches to go for a Homer Center touchdown with a 3rd down coming up. Full house backfield, goal line defense in, and a quarterback keeper, and he didn't have a signal yet.
Short.
I think he stopped him, and he did. The Bobcats stopped the 1st and goal play at the 3, and 3 times from the 1-yard line, the Blairsville defense holds Big Bobby Anthony in the middle of that defensive line. Joe Gibson, Ray Sobolski, Vince Sleesman did the job, and the Bobcats take over on a big goal line stand.
This is why the Bobcats only have 1 loss, Rex. Defensively, they rank right up there among the best in District 6.
They have a 7-0 lead. Blairsville leads 7-0, and it's in the 2nd quarter with 3:20 left, and we have to get the ball out of our own territory. I look for a keeper here, and it is a keeper. Shirley up the middle, gets it out away from the goal line, out to about the 5-yard line, over Jason Klein's block, along with guards Sobolski and Banks, and a pickup of about 4 out to the 5-yard line. And it'll be 2nd down 6.
The Bobcats have to be proud, and they have to be elated. That was an outstanding goal line stand.
play over center. I formation. Receiver split wide left. Hand off to Silko. Up the middle. Gets a couple.
Smith on the stop.
Tom Smith on the
Bench.
along with Bentz. Jim Bentz is a linebacker for the Wildcats, and we have our own linebacker, Sean Bentz, who also plays offensive guard, number 61, and he led the blocking on that play.
3rd and 2.
It's a 3rd down, 2 at the 8. Shirley, so hands off. John Dunlap gets outside. He gets the first down. He has the first down, and the 4-yard pickup.
Vilchik on the stop.
Stopped by Vilchik, and if we can get one more first down, Hawk, we can run out this clock with a 7-0 lead at the half.
Rex, the Bobcat offensive line seems to be increasing their splits, and the Wildcats are extending themselves along the line of scrimmage, and the gaps between the defensive linemen were bigger than normal that time.
1st and 10. Again, wide splits by the offensive line. And a split pitch right. John Dunlap cuts it back inside, breaks outside again, and finally brought down after about a 4-yard pickup by Valinsky. And he stayed in bounds though, and the clock continues to move. However, we have a penalty flag on it.
Flag down.
A clipping call against the Bobcats. It's going to nullify the fine 4-yard run by John Dunlap.
Rex, the Bobcats don't want to do anything foolish here. They're keeping the ball on the ground, and I'm sure the coaches are telling them, hold on to the ball and don't commit any penalties. However, that time they were flagged for 15.
We want to remind everyone that our halftime guest will be former Blairsville Bobcat running back Billy Thompson, who also starred at IUP at both fullback and tight end. So stay tuned for our halftime show. And we'll have the senior night activities also at the half with Bob Delaposta's fine Blairsville Bobcat Marching Band. And this senior-dominated team of the Bobcats will be introduced along with the cheerleaders. And I know our fellow commentator, Hawk Serena, is proud that his daughter is going to be honored at halftime. She's a senior cheerleader. Now we have Dunlap trying to break outside of it. He's stopped.
Galinsky
on the stop for Homer Center. And it's a loss of 1. So it'll be 2nd down and 17 back at the 7.
Rex, the Bobcats should be able to run out the clock and go into the locker room with a 7-0 lead. Now they're going to have to come out here in the second half and continue these drives, not make any mistakes along the way. The second mistake, whenever the Bobcats were on the march, almost turned into a Homer City touchdown.
Okay, and Blairsville leading 7-0 late in the second quarter, and the scoring play was a 36-yard run by Johnny Silko, and John Dunlap added the extra point in the first quarter, and we still are hanging on to the 7-0 lead here as the clock runs down in the second quarter. Shirley, hands up, Dunlap. Breaks our left side, breaks a tackle, and out around the 17-yard line. McAnally on the stop. Homer Center is out of timeouts, and the clock will run out. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and that's the end of the first half. With that, nothing. We'll be back with our halftime statistics and our halftime guest.
On the ground, John Dunlap, 14 carries for 73 yards. John Silko, 2 carries for 39 yards. And Danny Shirley ran the ball twice for 3 yards. In the passing department, Danny Shirley was 4 for 7. Receiving the
Check that Blairsville kicking off. John Dunlap kick, and Smith, the deep man, Tom Smith, is having a fine night for the Wildcats, and he will be the deep man on the kickoff. Dunlap kicks it, and it's a good one, and it's taken by Smith at the 10. Up the middle, Breaks, gets an opening, but then it quickly closes, and it's stopped by Terry Witchin on that kickoff coverage team for the Bobcats.
Dave Manfredi.
Along with Dave Manfredi. It'll be 1st and 10, Homer Center, ball on their own 33-yard line.
Bill Walker, game ball. Bill Walker.
The game ball tonight has been won by Bill Walker
From Blairsville.
from Blairsville. So we continue that string. Hawk, the Bobcats, the second half ball club. Hope it continues.
Right, it's something that they've been able to do all season, stop the opposition during the second half. Now, Homer City Rex had some success during the latter part of the second quarter, and it'll be up to them to see if they can sustain the movement that they had during the second quarter.
Okay, Tom Smith tries the left side, gets about a yard, stopped by Joey Kalafsky. It'll be 2nd and 9. Hawk was referring to that the second half drive by Homer Center, all the way from their 18-yard, their own 18-yard line down to the 1 where they were stopped on 4th and goal. Pass for Jones, incomplete. Coverage by Pat Meehan on the coverage, and
Good rush by John Silko.
Silko on the rush, and they're on defense, and we have a 3rd down and 9, and almost a hookup. Ed Kalchuk to Chris Jones, who you've met on the basketball floor a few times.
Yes, unfortunately, Rex, we'll be meeting him again, and hopefully we can change some scores this time.
He's a fine basketball guard for the Wildcats. He started when he was a freshman, and now he's out for football for the first time. Kalchuk fades. He looks. He's trapped, and Pickard gets the sack, and we have a penalty flag on the play. And I hope that's not a face mask.
It's either that or holding, Rex.
And it's a preliminary indication is a face mask penalty on the sack play by Pickard. So we nullify the sack, and it looks like they're going to march it on against the Bobcats. We're early in the third quarter with a 7-0 lead by the Bobcats over the Homer Center Wildcats on Wink FM. Rex Easley here along with Hawk Sharina, and our spotter Rich Lake, and our technician Ray Jenkins. The walk-off is a big one. It'll be a 1st down on the face mask penalty against the Bobcats, and Homer Center keeps their drive alive, just starting the third quarter, 1st and 10 at their own 46-yard line.
Rex, the Bobcat coaching staff can't be too upset with that particular call. That was an aggressive penalty.
Sione breaks it up the middle, and Pickard finally makes a tackle, but he breaks into the secondary for 20 yards down into the Bobcat end of the field for a 21-yard pickup and a 1st and 10 at the Blairsville 34-yard line. Nice gain by Sione.
Excellent call, Rex. During the 2 previous plays, the Wildcats tried to strike through the air, and that time they caught the Bobcats napping and ran the familiar draw play that was a big gainer and a 1st down for the Wildcats.
The 1st down, pitch right this time, and it's Sione around right in, and he has another big gainer on that end around. John Dunlap makes the stop, along with Doug Pickard, who got another 10-yard pickup and a 1st down at the Bobcat 24-yard line, so the Wildcats are fired up.
Yeah, they're on the move, Rex. They've come out with fire in their eyes this second half, and they're moving the ball, they're blocking, they're passing the ball, and they just seem to be keyed up, looking for a touchdown. I think they feel very cheated that they didn't score during the second quarter.
Hand off up the middle, this time stopped. Sanders on the carry up the middle, and he's met this time inside by Jimmy Lucas. a middle linebacker.
Brian Fair.
Brian Fair also in there on defense. Some new look people on defense for the Bobcats. Brian Fair in there at a defensive tackle position. Check that. He's at middle guard. Possibly Joe Gibson having some trouble tonight going on that sore ankle.
Evidently, it's bothering him, Rex, because he's not starting the second half.
Okay, Kalchik fades. He looks. He has a man open. It's incomplete. Over his head. Jared Malacker, the big tight end. The ball was a little bit too tall, and it falls incomplete. Joey Sleesman on the coverage. It will be 3rd down and 10.
Rex, that first down play by the Bobcat defense has sort of stalled the Wildcats. That put them in a 2nd and long situation, and the Wildcats threw the ball on 2nd down but came up with an incompletion, and now they find themselves facing a 3rd and 10 with the ball on the Blairsville 25-yard line.
Okay, full house back for wishbone formation. Kalchik, hands off. No, he fakes, and it's end around, and it's open field. And he has one man to beat, and Joey Sleesman just trips him up. And if it hadn't been for Joey Sleesman, Hawk, we would have had a Homer Center touchdown. Vilcek, the wide receiver, split wide right, and came on the reverse, took the pitch, went around the left side, had a blocker in front, but Joey Sleesman up and made the stop after about a 6-yard pickup, and it'll be 4th down and 4 at the 19.
Rex, another Bobcat player, was instrumental in keeping that gain down to 6 yards. He penetrated and forced the runner to break to the outside and give up some ground. And Joey Sleesman made a nice open field tackle.
Okay, they're going for it. 4th and 4, and wishbone right, pitches right, and it stops short. Smith on the carry, stopped after about a 2-yard pickup by Dave Cavanaugh up from the safety position, and along with Brian Fair in there at middle guard, makes the stop, and the 4th down play falls short, and Blairsville takes over and dodges another bullet. So we have 1st and 10, Bobcat ball on their own 17-yard line. Receivers split wide right. Blairsville moving left to right on your radio dial. Hand off to Dunlap. He breaks, cuts inside, gets 3 or 4. Von Dyke on the tackle for Homer Center. And it's a gain of 3. It will be 2nd down and 7.
Rex, that's 2 stellar plays by the Bobcat defense. Late during the second half, they stopped the Wildcats on the 2-inch line with 4th down and goal to goal. And this time they stopped another Wildcat drive deep into the
He has 80 yards so far. Johnny Dunlap.
John Dunlap in with 80 yards on 16 carries so far tonight. And he gets the call again. He goes over right side and gets a couple.
Arone on the side.
Arone on the tackle for the Wildcats. And it'll be a pickup of 1. And it'll be 3rd and 6 at the 22.
Rex, the Wildcat defense has been penetrating the line of scrimmage and forcing the Bobcats to perhaps have to go to the air here shortly.
Okay, we have a big 3rd down play. Split receiver, split wide left. And Shirley rolls, looks, fires, has a man, and he's caught. And good enough for the 1st down. Cavanaugh on the catch. And turned to make a cut and lost his footing, but he had enough for the 1st down yardage. And the 7-yard pickup gives the Bobcats 1st down on the 30-yard line.
Rex, that time Dave Cavanaugh ran a hook route about 10 yards downfield, bellied back to the ball. The ball was right there on the numbers, and a nice catch by David Cavanaugh.
And with the score 7-0, we pause. Oh, come on. Okay, Farrah's in the center.
Yeah.
They get us back as soon as possible.
Dunlap.
Good job.
Holy.
We're back at Blairsville Memorial Field. Rex Easley along with Hawk Schreiner. We have 5:30 to go in the third quarter. Blairsville holding on to a 7-0 lead over this surprisingly tough Homer Center Wildcat team. John Dunlap just picked up 5 yards, and it's 2nd and 5. Bobcat ball, and Shirley takes a snap, and he looks, and he has a man open. It's the big Meehan. It's Pat Meehan on the reception, and he's close to first down yardage. The out pattern, Shirley to Pat Meehan, his first catch of the night. Vilcek on the stop, and good enough for 7 yards and a first down at the Bobcat 42-yard line.
6 for 9 passing. He's 6 and 9 for passing.
Rex, the Bobcat receivers have good concentration tonight. Every ball thrown in their direction, if it's catchable, they're coming down with it.
And Danny Shirley has 6 for 9 on the passing department. So Danny Shirley on the money. Hand off to Dunlap. Tries the left side, just gets a couple. And possible fumble there. Spondike on the tackle, short gain on the play, and I thought the ball might have been loose, but apparently the play was whistled dead, and gain of 2 on the play for John Dunlap. So it'll be 2nd down, 8 at the Bobcat 45-yard line. Bobcats moving left to right on your radio dial on Link FM. And we have a receiver split. Wide right. Shirley back. He looks left. He fakes. He fires. And it's incomplete. Kavanaugh reached back. The ball was a little bit short. He reached back. It looked like he might have trapped it. And the call was made as incomplete pass. The ball must have touched the ground.
Rex, even though that pass was incomplete, Danny Shirley did an excellent job. He pump faked, and then he stepped up into the pocket, and the ball was just a little short. Dave tried to come back for it, but his feet went out from under him, and he trapped it.
So we have 3rd down and 8, and we need to get the ball to the Homer Center 47-yard line for first down. Shotgun formation. Meehan in motion left. Shirley has it, and we have a penalty flag. Legal procedure against the Bobcats. And didn't understand that one, huh? Looked like everything was in order.
Yes, it did.
But we had referee Father John Conrad calling the play, 5 yards, marked off against the Bobcats, and it'll be 3rd and 12 back at the 40. We have Ricchini and Meehan split wide right. Kavanaugh split left. Shotgun formation. Shirley takes a snap. He looks. He fires. He has a man open, and it's intercepted.
It is intercepted on the ground.
Ricchini looked like he had a beat on it, but it went through his hands, and as he jumped for it, and Warhol comes up with the interception and falls to the ground immediately. But the Homer Center Wildcats again come up with a big turnover, and it's 1st and 10. Homer Center ball on their own 40-yard line.
Rex, that was a rifle pass that Jimmy couldn't handle. Evidently, he timed it wrong, and it appeared as if the ball went through his hands and was intercepted by Homer City. And now they have the ball with the 1st down and 10 on the 40-yard line.
Kalchuk back to pass, fires, has a man open, and it's complete. To Smith. Tom Smith on the catch. John Dunlap makes the tackle, but it's good for a 15-yard pickup and a first down in Blairsville territory at the 45-yard line.
Rex, the Wildcats are executing effectively, and they have been executing effectively since midway through the 2nd quarter. The offense that has been dormant all season is now very much alive.
And Ed Kalchuk, the quarterback, has shown that he has a fine arm, and he hits the receiver on the numbers, and we have a 1st and 10. And he hands off this time to the right side. Siani on the carry, gets about 3. over the right side. And finally brought down by John Dunlap and Jimmy Lucas. Give him a gain of 4, and it'll be 2nd down and 6 at the Bobcat 42.
Jackie Gleason can give us directions. To the move.
Rex, the offense is going to have to start moving the ball. The defense has been out in the field most of the 3rd quarter. And the Wildcats appear to be on a rampage here.
We have a pitch right. Sione again. He gets back to about the line of scrimmage where John Dunlap makes the stop.
And Joe Kolofsky.
Along with Joey Kolofsky. And it'll be no gain.
3rd down and 6.
3rd down, 6. And the Bobcat defense will have to come up with the big defensive play once again if they want to keep this 7-0 lead. Late in the 3rd quarter, 1:35 on a moving clock. Blairsville leads it over tough Homer Center Wildcat outfit by a score of 7-0. The only score of the game, a John Silko 36-yard run for a Bobcat TD. And Kalchuk fakes, he fades, he looks, he has a man, and it's incomplete.
For Smith.
There were 2 guys out there. Looked like it might have been for Smith. And Kavanaugh was on the coverage along with me, but the ball fell incomplete, and we have a 4th down, 7 at the Bobcat 42 in a punting situation, I believe. However, the last time the Wildcats were in this situation, they faked the punt, went for it, and didn't make it, and that eventually led to the only score of the ball game by the Bobcats.
I don't think they're going to take it this time, Rex. I think Coach Faust wants to pin the Bobcats deep into their own territory.
High snap. Gerhardt brings it down. We have Meehan signaling for a fair catch and making the catch at the 19-yard line. So the Bobcats take over with 1:08 left in the 3rd quarter with a 7-0 lead at their own 19-yard line, and we'll pause for this. How are we doing on a commercial? How are we doing on a commercial?
You know, fans, sports announcers, writers.
I don't care.
No,
He skipped the commercial.
19.
I haven't been able to figure out where it is.
Galinsky on the stop.
Okay, John Dunlap over the right side, picks up about 3. And the yards have been hard to come by for the Bobcats since about, like you said before, Hawk, since about the middle of the 2nd quarter on. Gain of 3 yards, 2nd down, 7.
At this point in time, the Wildcats are definitely controlling the line of scrimmage, and Blairsville is just having difficulty running the ball and throwing the ball.
Wide receiver split wide right. Shirley hands off left side. Silko gets through his first wave, and the linebackers come up to make the stop after about a 2-yard pickup. Smith on the stop along with Arone.
Arone too.
And it'll be 3rd down and 5, and we have a official timeout. Blairsville 7, Homer Center 0, and we'll pause for this. 3rd down, 4 at their own 25-yard line. Wide receiver split wide right, I formation. Shirley takes the snap, hands off to John Dunlap up the middle. He's met and driven back, and he's not going to make it. Sione on the stop, and we're going to have a punting situation. 2-yard pickup by Dunlap, and Homer Center continues to stop the Blairsville machine.
Next to Homer Center defense is hitting hard, and the initial tackler is always getting help. So just about on every tackle, there's 2 and 3 Homer City players involved in the stop.
Dunlap back to punt. The snap is a good one, and the kick is a short one. Wahalik comes up and takes a fair catch at the 45-yard line of Homer Center, where they'll take over 1st and 10.
That was a daring play by Wahalik, Rex. He didn't appear to have good body control that time, and he came running up, and he was a little bit off balance, but he still managed to come down with the football.
A reminder that next week's ball game, this is the last last home game for the Blairsville Wildcats this year. And next week's game will be next Saturday afternoon, 1:30 at Conemaugh Valley. So next week's game is on a Saturday afternoon against Conemaugh Valley. Hand up off the middle. Nothing. Vince Sleesman on the stop. Loss of a yard on the play as the big defensive tackle, Vince Sleesman, got in there and got the ball carrier, Sione, for a 1-yard loss.
Rex, that was a broken play. Two of the Wildcat runners bumped into one another and destroyed the timing of that play. And Blairsville, with good penetration, stopped the Wildcats for one of the few times that they've been able to contain them for a loss.
Second down 11. Kalchuk fades, rolls left, and has a man, and it's incomplete. Looked like two receivers out there in the area for Homer Center, and it was touched by both receivers, but the throw was a little bit off and fell incomplete.
Big rush on Sean Banks.
And Sean Banks with the rush made Kalchuk give up the ball a little bit sooner than he may have wanted, and we have a third down 11.
Rex, I'm very impressed with the passing ability of Ed Kalchuk. He has a strong arm. He throws the ball over the top, or he comes in sideways. He can get the ball down.
Yes, he can chuck it, as we said before, and they have full house backfield with receiver split wide left, shotgun formation. Kalchuk, look, he's being rushed hard. He gets away from one man, gets away from another man. He's still on his feet, and finally he's brought down by John Dunlap after being tripped up by Sobolski in there, tripped him up, and he was trying to regain his feet, and before he could get his feet from under him, John Dunlap come up and dropped him for a big loss and a big defensive play on the 9-yard sack by the combination of Sobolski and Dunlap.
That has to be a real ego builder for the Wildcat defense, Rex. They've been having trouble containing the Wildcats, and this time they stopped them in 4 plays.
Earhart punts it. It's a poor one. It's shanked off the right side of the foot, but takes a good bounce. He gets a nice bounce, and it's down into Blairsville territory, and will be down.
25.
Initially touched on the 26-yard line, so Blairsville will take over. First and 10 at their own 26, and we'll pause for this.
They've got to stop Blairsville and then finally get on the board.
Not too many highlights. Look at all his possessions. It's all written down.
Derry 14-0.
There, 149.
He's not playing these streets.
Puts Kavanaugh to the right.
In the sequence there on the log.
He is back to pass looking.
No, he's got it.
Oh, my.
No, get him.
Galinsky. Scott Galinsky.
We're back. Danny Shirley attempting to pass, fades back. He was bumped in the arm. The ball plopped into the big tackle from Homer Center. Scott Galinsky picked it off at the 20-yard line and rolled down and was finally tackled on the 5-yard line, 4-yard line by John Dunlap, saved the touchdown, but a big opportunity, another turnover, and the Wildcats are threatening at the Blairsville, just inside the 5-yard line, first down, goal to go, and Homer Center calls a timeout, and we'll pause for this commercial message. Here, and Scott Galinsky rumbles down to the 5-yard line where the Wildcats are threatening, first and goal. Kalchuk. Man in motion right. I formation. Long count. Hands off and to the left side. It's Siani breaks a tackle and breaks 2 tackles and into the end zone from 5 yards out. Siani, the tailback, gets in for the 5-yard touchdown run. And Mike Siani puts Homer Center on the scoreboard from 5 yards out, and it's 7-6 with 9:07 left in the ball game. And it's a question now whether we're going to go for the tie or go for the 2-point conversion and the win. So Siani scores it after the turnover, it gets the 5-yard touchdown run. And I'm afraid we might get a delay here, Huck. It's a long time between plays, but now we're lined up for 2. I formation, and the handoff. No, he rolls left. Kalchik looks a man, and it's batted down. Jimmy Ricchini, the big defensive end, batted it down. The ball falls incomplete, and the Blairsville Bobcats hang on to a 7-6 lead with 9:07 left in the 4th quarter.
Once again, Rex, the Bobcat defense has been called upon to be the team savior, and they've come through again with a big play, this time by Jimmy Ricchini.
So Ricchini bats down the conversion attempt. The quarterback Kalchik rolled left. He had a man out there, and Smith was open, and he tried to lob him the ball, but Jimmy Ricchini stretched out that big 6'5" frame and batted it down, incomplete. And Blairsville still leads by a score of 7-6. And McAnally will kick off for Homer Center. And we need some spark on offense here. Maybe a kick return. And it's a short one. And Silko, he's back in the ball game, and he picks it up about the 30, races to the right, breaks a tackle, breaks another, still on his feet, and a nice return by Johnny Silko on the short kick, and the kicker, McAnally, makes the tackle. But Blairsville will take over at their own 40-yard line with 9 minutes left in the ballgame and a 7-6 lead.
We're in for an exciting finish. This game is up for grabs, and it's up to the Bobcat offense now to gain control of the line of scrimmage and start moving that ball with the authority that they're accustomed to.
Okay, we have a 7-6 lead, and 1st and 10 on our own 40. Now wide receiver split left. John Dunlap up the middle, gets a few, and
Spondike on the tackle.
Spondike on the stop. And we have a Homer Center player injured on the play, and we'll pause for this commercial message. Okay, now we have 2nd down, 7, Bobcat ball at their own 49-yard line, and wide receiver split left. And pitch left to Johnny Silko, tries to get outside, breaks one tackle, breaks another, and down the sideline and gets enough for the 1st down. Johnny Silko, hard-running fullback, broke 3 tackles on that play before Warholic could finally stop him, but not till after he got the 12-yard pickup, and a 1st down in Homer Center territory at the 48-yard line.
Hard running by John Silko that time, Rex. And a missed tackle by number 20, Tom Smith of the Wildcats. Had Smith come up with that tackle, the play would have been stopped for no gain.
Okay, 1st and 10, I formation. Shirley barking signals. John Dunlap at the top of the eye. And Shirley fades. He looks, he fires, he has a man, and it's incomplete. And a penalty flag on the play as Kavanaugh was the intended receiver, but the defensive back was guilty of holding the number 23, Eric Faust, on the coverage, was guilty of pass interference, and it'll give the Bobcats a 1st down on the penalty. It's 15 yards from the line of scrimmage, so I think they're going to have to move it back a couple of yards. The old rule used to be that you marked it at the spot of the foul, but they're now discussing it, and the pass interference against Kavanaugh will give the Bobcats the ball on the 1st down penalty.
This could be the big play that the Bobcats need to start fueling this offense. Dave Kavanaugh was happy about it. He jumped up and he was kicking and pounding and throwing his fist in the air, and maybe that's what he needs to inspire these Bobcat players, because they've been in the doldrums here for a while, and what we got to do now is buckle up our chin straps and start moving some people out.
Okay, so we have the 1st down on the penalty at the 34-yard line, 1st and 10, and 8:10 left on a 4th quarter clock with a 7-6 Bobcat lead. split backs.
This is usually a passing formation or a dive, Rex. It's a dive.
Dive, keeper,
Keep.
quarterback keeper, and Shirley takes it. May have been a missed handoff, or may have been a design play, but Shirley on the keeper follows his big fullback, Johnny Silko, and Fancella finally on the stop. He's filling in for Aaron at that linebacker position, but Johnny Silko gets 6 yards, and it'll be second down and 4 at the Homer Center 28-yard line.
Yeah, Rex, you might call that an isolation dive keeper.
Okay, something different, and we have I formation this time. And this time a handoff to John Dunlap up the middle, and he gets down close to the 25. He'll be short of the first down. But a good pickup of 3 yards. And it'll be third down and 1 at the 25-yard line.
100 yards from John Dunlap.
And John Dunlap has just
123 carries.
gone over the 100-yard mark in rushing on 23 carries. So John Dunlap in for the 100 yards for the Bobcats. Third down. Shirley, keeper, up the middle, gets the first down, and more as he picks up about 4 yards over the center, Jason Klein, and the guards, Sobolski and Benz, and gets 3 yards at first and 10 at the 22-yard line.
The Bobcats have turned it up a notch, Rex. I think they're going to be rolling in for a score here short.
They need one up and to get that lead back up to 7 and possibly 8.
6:38 to go.
First and 10. Shirley, hands up. Dunlap gets outside. Fumble, and the Wildcats have it. A little mix-up on that handoff. I couldn't tell whether it was clean or not, but the ball popped loose, and Homer Center recovers. Vilchik on the recovery, and the Bobcats turn it over once again. That's about the 4th or 5th time the Bobcats have turned it over tonight, and we can't do that against this fired-up Homer Center Wildcat bunch.
Rex, the Wildcats seem to save their best for the mighty opponents on their schedule. They held the powerful United Lions to only 14 points, and tonight the Bobcats have only 7.
So the Wildcats take over on their own 17-yard line with 6 minutes left in the ball game, and the Blairsville Bobcats are leading by a score of 7-6, and we have a penalty flag delay of the game against the Wildcats, which hurts at this time in the ball game. So the penalty marked back 5 yards, and it'll be first and 15 at the 13.
Look for the linebackers to be blitzing.
Okay, we have a full house backfield, wishbone formation, and it's a pitch left, and it's stopped up the middle. Short gain on the play. Vince Sleesman in there, along with
Farah and Sobolski.
Farah, Brian Farah, and Ray Sobolski for a gain of 1. We'll give him, and it's a second down and 14 at the 14. Wide receiver, split wide right. Kalchuk rolls right. He looks. He fires long, and it's in and out of the hands of the receiver. He was open. Tom Smith looked up. He had it in his mitts and dropped the football right in front of the Bobcat bench at about the 40-yard line, and fortunately, and he snaps for all the kicks and punts. So we're wishing Brian a speedy recovery. Now, Kalchuk, 3rd and long, fires. He looks, he has a man, and it's incomplete. Number 83, Jimmy Lucas, and Joey Sleesman were back coverage, and they were the closest players to the ball as Kalchuk chucked it, and it fell incomplete for a bringing up a 4th down play and 14 back at the 14. Gerhardt in punt formation, and Kavanaugh and man deep for the Bobcats. And the penalty flag on the play, and Kavanaugh fair catches, makes the catch, and we'll have to check the penalty.
Rex, for the Bobcats, Joe Gibson is back at middle guard, even though he's visibly limping.
The penalty was a illegal pursuit call against Homer Center, and it's refused by the Bobcats. They'll take the football, where it'll be 1st and 10. Blairsville ball on the Wildcat 34-yard line with 5 minutes left in the ball game, and Blairsville hanging on to a 7-6 lead here on Wink FM.
Wait, is that the 34 or 44? 44.
Check that, the 44-yard line of Homer Center.
Okay.
We have receivers split wide left, Kavanaugh and Mann. High formation, hand off to Silko. Silko up the middle. Turns and fights and gets about 3. As Blairsville has continues to have trouble with getting that big yardage on 1st down plays.
Rex, nobody's putting the body on those linebackers. The linebackers are free, and they're containing the Blairsville runners, and then they're getting help from their teammates, and Blairsville just can't seem to move the ball very well.
So we have a 2nd down and 7 at the Homer Center 42-yard line. High formation. Shirley, hands off. Dunlap breaks it in the secondary, and drops the football. And they say he was down. And Smith was on the tackle, and the officials are now discussing it. The one official came in from the side and said that the ball was on the ground and the ground caused a fumble. And now they reversed the decision. McAnally on the recovery, and they reversed the decision, and it's going to be Homer Center's ball. 1st and 10 at their own 38-yard line. So a questionable turn of events here.
Yes, you hate to see that, Rex, whenever an official makes a call and then they caucus and they reverse the call. You wonder sometimes.
But Homer Center takes over, 1st and 10, and handoff to left. Santis on the carry and gets a couple. Benz on the stop.
Swanson.
Along with Mark Swanson in there, the linebacker position. We're seeing some different faces on defense, and Joe Gibson's back in there at the middle guard position, and they're still looking at Brian Farrer down there, but I think he's going to be okay. We have a 2nd down and 8, and we have the quarterback on a roll, and he's dumped. Mark Swanson, the sophomore linebacker, come in and shot the gap and threw Kalchik for the loss on the play. So a big play by the sophomore, Mark Swanson, a 3-yard loss, and it's a 3rd down and 12.
Besides Swanson, Rex, there was excellent penetration by the right side of that Bobcat defense.
Yes.
Had Mark not gotten him, Jimmy Ricchini and some of his teammates were ready for the kick.
It's 3rd down for Homer Center. Kalchik fades. He looks. He fires long. He has a man, and it's complete. And tackled by Kavanaugh. Tom Smith on the catch. Kavanaugh got there just a second too late. Couldn't bat it away, and the nice catch from Tom Smith and a pickup of about 38 yards and a 1st and 10. Homer Center at the Bobcat 31-yard line.
Tom Smith is deliriously happy, Rex. He's making up for a missed tackle and a previous pass play that he could have picked up 40 yards on to drop the ball.
High formation. First man Sanders is through into the secondary and gets down into the 20-yard line where he has an 11-yard pickup and another first down. And Joey Sleesman on the stop, and it's timeout. Bobcats with an I formation. Receiver split wide right. Kalchik hands off, and it's Siani through the middle. Gets good yardage and a fumble, and they have. They're looking in the pile now to see who has it, and now as they say it's Blairsville football. Blairsville football. Vince Sleesman on the ball for the Bobcats. So we had a nice run by Siani inside. He got it down to the 15-yard line, but the ball was stripped loose. And perhaps after that timeout, Abby said something about going for the football there. Hop.
He stripped him out.
Possibly, Rex. Big play for the Bobcats. That could be the game saver right there.
Okay, we have the ball 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line. 1:45 left in the ball game, and we need a first down. And it's Silko on the carry, and has the football, holds on to it, and Johnny Silko with both hands on the ball.
Bent's on the stop.
Jim Bent's on the tackle, and we have a timeout. Homer Center will pause with 1:30 left in this ball, down and 2 at the 23-yard line. Receiver split left. I don't think we'll put it up though, Hop. We have Silko up the middle. He's driving and gets into the first down yardage.
Rex.
Yes, Bent's on the block and Jim Bent's on the tackle, and we have a first down for Johnny Silko at the 37-yard line, 1st and 10. Now, the Homer Center Wildcats. I think they have one timeout left. There's 1 minute and 5 seconds left in this game, and Blairsville taking their time. Shirley, hands off. Silko has it. He covers it with both hands and has about a 5-yard pickup. And timeout is called by Homer Center, and I believe, and then they turned it over on the ground on the fumble a couple of times too. But we're going to hold on to it here, hopefully. Now we have Shirley on a quarterback keeper, and he drives, and I think he gets the first down. Smith on the stop, and Big Danny Shirley, the quarterback, drives it up the middle over the center. David Klein on the block up the middle, and a 7-yard pickup and a big first down for the Bobcats. And the Homer Center Wildcats are out of timeouts, and we have 40 seconds and counting, and perhaps 1 or possibly 2 more snaps, and we can salt this win away.
Yeah, everything's academic right now.
Surely. And the defensive back jumped over, tried to time the count, Siani, and we have everything's under control as the defensive back Siani came flying from his safety position and flew over top of the center and hit Shirley before the snap.
Got the game.
And penalty flags everywhere. And of course, Siani, to his credit, is a little bit frustrated and tried to time it so that possibly he could hit Shirley when he took the snap and maybe jar the football loose. But the ball was never snapped, and of course, tempers flared a little bit. And now the penalty is being marked off against the Wildcats. Unsportsmanlike conduct, 15 yards and another first down. And hopefully this game can end on a sportsmanlike note.
Rex, I don't believe that was a flagrant move. That was a bold, daring play. If it was timed correctly, there was always the possibility that he could have forced a fumble, and his team could have recovered the ball.
And Smith has been ejected, but again,
That's Siani.
Siani check this. That was Sione on the play, and he's been ejected. But again, it's academic as Blairsville does not even, I don't believe they even have to snap the ball as the clock is started and running, and Homer Center out of timeouts, and they're counting down from 10, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and the Bobcats who came to play tonight, Hawk.
Rex, we have to qualify that. The Bobcat defense earned a 7-6 win.
Okay, the defense hanging on with the 7-6 win, and we'll be back for the wrap-up.